10.
All right, we're going to roll up 100% power now. This is a 300 horsepower Rolls-Royce turbine.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Yeah, very tried and true motor. They've been making turbines since they came out. They were invented. All right, we're ready for liftoff. We're going to go straight up in the air, and we're going to take off down to our southeast. And away we go. Now we're going to climb to 300 feet above the ground, and we'll be cruising at an airspeed for the most part of 100 knots, which is 115 miles per hour.
Cool. Wow.
So already here we're about 75 feet off the ground, and we're cruising about 60 knots. Now the first thing we're going to see below us here is the Royal Gorge zip line course. See all the platforms and the cables here?
Oh yeah.
There goes somebody here, left to right.
Yeah, that's really taken off recently, hasn't it?
It has. They've popped up all over the state. There's two down here that are the gravity zip lines. There's a single zip line over at the Royal Gorge that takes you straight across the Royal Gorge, about 1,300 feet in the air. And then there are probably 4 or 5 around the Denver area. Now straight in front of us you can see the North Burn Scar from the Royal Gorge fire. And this is the fire that took place here in June of 2013.
Yeah.
It burned over, burned over 3,000 acres of forest, and it burned down 48 out of the 52 buildings they had there at the bridge. This one actually started an hour after the Black Forest fire started. They're both on the same day there. So this didn't get a lot of media attention because all the homes that were burning up in the Black Forest area.
Yeah.
But since then they've rebuilt a brand new visitor center, a lot of new attractions on the south side. We'll see all that in just a little bit. For the first part of the tour, we're going to go down below the rim here on the north rim, and we'll get down probably about 500 feet above the Arkansas River. We'll go play around down there, and then we'll ascend out of the south rim. We're going to do about a 30-degree turn here to our right, and about a 10-degree pitch forward, and we'll just follow the ridge line right down here. Isn't that an awesome view?
That's pretty good.
And there is the Arkansas River down below us. So the river is flowing still over 1,000 cubic feet per second, which is really good for this time of year. Normally this time of year we'll see flows down to 300 to 500 cubic feet per second, but because we had so much late season snowfall in the upper Arkansas River Valley, plus like today it's all muddy from thunderstorms upstream, that's really kept the flows up and made it a great rafting here. Now we're going to climb up the side of Fremont Peak here, and then we'll go back down the other side. To our left, beautiful cliffs there with that nice red Pikes Peak granite color in there. And you'll see some of the striping up at the top there, on the darker rock. That's rock with a lot of iron in it. We're going to ride the updrafts right up this ridge line.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, and then they're going to turn to downdrafts. We'll fill those as well. They're coming right over through here. There they are. What's that?
You have to compensate for the downdraft?
We just kind of ride through them, surf through them, yeah. You just identify where the wind's coming from, the velocity. You always want to stay, in the updraft. And if you're getting into a downdraft, you're going to kind of ride it until it becomes an updraft, not fight it. So, after several years flying down here, you really get a good idea of the tendency of the winds at different directions and what they do.
Do you have more trouble with a fixed-wing aircraft over a helicopter?
Actually, I've never flown fixed wing.
Never flown.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Yeah. A lot of people say that the fixed wing's a lot easier to fly than a helicopter. A helicopter is just a lot more complex.
Yeah.
The actual machine itself, and then hovering, that maneuver is actually takes a very fine touch to master. All right, now we're going to use the wind to our advantage again, and we're going to climb right up this ridge line here. So the wind is coming in from our tail, and it's going straight up the side of the ridge.
Okay.
So we're going to get hooked up with those updrafts. We'll kind of feel them give us a little kick as we get up on top of the ridge. And as we climb up here, off to our right, we're going to get a beautiful view of the gorge and the bridge up there. Kind of eye level with it there. There's our little boost from the wind. We're climbing out of here about 1,300 feet per minute. Under normal power, we'd be climbing out maybe between 400 and 500 feet per minute, so we get a big addition.
Right.
As we climb out of the south rim, you can see all the way back to the Sangre de Cristo Mountains there. And if you look close enough, you can actually see a lot of snow still left on the peaks over there.
Oh, yeah.
In the little crevices.
Still a little bit snow, something like Peak.
Yeah, it's the latest I've seen snow in the summer since I've been down here. That's crazy.
Last time we went up there was September 07. Still 8-foot blocks.
Yeah.
Side of the street.
Wow. All right, now we're going to fly down the south rim, and we'll do a left-hand orbit around the bridge. There's a big thunderstorm over Pikes Peak there.
Yeah.
And to our left, of course, the Royal Gorge Bridge. So the bridge here is 955 feet over the Arkansas River, and at 955 feet, it actually was the tallest bridge in the world from 1929 all the way through 2003. Since 2003, it's down to number 10 in the world, but it still is the tallest suspension bridge in North America. Just love the views of the orbit around here. Now, the only two buildings to survive the fire were the theater down here, that brown building, and the Sky Coaster up there, that big swing, and its building.
That's typical.
Yep.
Most people don't like.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to descend down towards the west end. We'll fly down the west end for a little bit, and we'll come back from the west to the east, and we'll do a right-hand orbit. Give you a little better view over on the right side here. Yeah, beautiful coloring and striping down these ridges here.
Yeah.
It's just amazing how sharp they are. Yeah, incredible. And then how all this was probably just caused from drainage coming down, you know. Now this is the really rapid part of the river here. We're going to see a lot of the class 3, class 4 rapids down through here.
We've been considering doing some rapids, but we toned it down and decided to just use the railroad.
Yeah.
That book this afternoon.
Yeah, that's going to be a beautiful ride. It's really cool to see it from this perspective and then go down to the water level. And they'll give you a lot of history down there. It's been a good 2 hours with you. Now we're going to do an ascending left-hand turn, and we'll crawl back from the west to the east. Now coming back this way, this is actually my favorite view of the bridge. You can see those big ridges we just flew down, kind of stacked up underneath, and then as we approach it from the north rim, you can see the bridge up against the skyline there. Now straight out in front of us here, you can see the little train station.
Yeah.
There used to be a mini train that would take you from the Royal Gorge Road out to this overlook and back, but they haven't run for a good 4 years or so. So I still think you can hike out to here.
Okay.
Or fly over it like we're going to do.
Okay.
It gives you this really cool view right down into the deepest part of the gorge here. Now right through here, this is where the fire actually crossed over. Burned down to the little ridge line down there, and then they had swirling winds bringing fiery debris down into this gully. And then it started the trees on fire, made its way right up this ridge line, and then it stayed right in the wind direction here. So it's a really fascinating burn scar. It just stayed right with the wind direction and really didn't deviate too much to the north or the south. So it was actually lucky for us. It came through, missed all the zip lines, our helipad, the houses up there.
Everything up there. That was
Yeah,
good.
very fortunate over here. This was the only unfortunate part, the north and the south side.
Cable car running again.
Yep, that's new this year. They just completed that this spring. They actually put in the zip line. It goes right next to it, right out across the gap here. Yeah.
This fire, I never had any of that in my career.
Yeah. And it all like most of the burn happened in the first 4 days. I mean, it just 60-mile-an-hour winds, very dry trees, a lot of beetle kill, which you can still see those pinyon pines that are left. The year before, in 2012, a really bad drought year, and even just one pine beetle can take out one of those little pinyon pines. So that's why you have all the dead trees through here. So that fire really had just endless fuel that it moved across. All right, now we're going to descend back down to 300 feet above the ground, and we'll come in, do a little left-hand traffic pattern back into the helipad. So what do you think of the Robinson helicopter?
Very nice.
Good? Yeah.
Lovely. That's the first time I've ever been in a helicopter.
Oh, great.
Yeah, very nice.
I don't get upset or sick.
Yeah.
Just, it aggravates me.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys, if I'm in a car, I'm driving.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way with if anyone else flies this. to ride
you
it.
don't like it.
Yeah.
Bad passenger syndrome.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful view.
Yeah,
Just
so
wonderful.
they did a great job with the construction of this helicopter. The view. Typically, helicopters will have a big console here. You'll have a split windscreen on the top and then the chin bubble down there. All right, now we're going to do a little left-hand traffic pattern, and this is going to bleed off the rest of our airspeed all the way down through 40 knots, and then we'll end up about 50 feet above the ground as we complete the turn here.
Wow.
And we are coming in for landing.
That's beautiful.
Just incredible machines.
Beautiful flight. Lovely drive.
Thank you for flying with us.
Oh, thank you.
Now, after we touch down here, Skylar's going to be right up to assist you.
Okay.
He will open the door for you, and then remember, especially on the left side of the aircraft here, exit around the front and stay away from the tail rotor.
Okay.
There we are, safe on the ground.
Don't you ever have a small amount of work with helicopters and fire
Thank
cover
you.
in London?
Yeah,
The EMT helicopters landing on new hospital these days.
right, yeah.
We're going to familiarise ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. Thank you
Thanks very much.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Thank you.
Take
Nice
your
to meet you.
headphones off.